We're here at Crossroads 2009. Just want to get a kind of a feel from Frank about what's going on at the show today. So, how many companies are here overall, Frank?
So we have about 65 booths, and of course some of the booths have many brands in them, so there are over 100 brands here.
Right on, that's really cool. What's that like compared to last year? Was your first show that you did, and it was one day. This year it's 2 days. What kind of differences are you seeing as far as that goes?
So the last show, well, historically it was just sort of an open house that we had for our customers in our back parking lot. And then about a year ago we invited a few more companies to sort of make it more of a destination for the retailers. And we saw how successful it was, and we saw a lot of people complaining about some of the setup cost and other things from the other shows. So we decided to just open it up to all skateboard companies. We did that in January, and just a one-day thing, but it was really successful. There were about just under 40 booths at that time, so about 60 brands. So it's almost double this time around, and we decided to give it more time for business, to make it 2 days instead of 1 day. So yeah, now we're halfway through the first day, and it's been really good.
That's great. That's really cool. What have you heard from the retailers about the timing of the show, and just like generally like walking around talking to them? What's been kind of the overall feedback so far? I know it's just day one, but
so far, I've spoken to a few domestic retailers. I mostly met with international distributors. They definitely come in on both days, spend two full days here at the show, and then they go on to ASR, most of them. I think tomorrow there will be a lot more retailers that combine 1 day at Crossroads with 1 or 2 days at ASR. So I expect attendance to be even bigger tomorrow. But the few retailers I did speak to, they just like the casual environment. There's all the companies are right next to each other. It's a very sort of it's almost like a family-oriented affair, and everybody appreciate that.
Definitely. What do you think as far as like in the future to come? You guys will obviously continue on with this. Do you think you're going to expand it, try to as it starts to gain popularity? What do you see happening?
Well, I think if it gets a lot bigger than this, we can't fit in our back parking lot. So we're pretty much maxed out in terms of number of booth spaces. And we really don't have parking facilities and all of that to have thousands and thousands of people here. So if it gets bigger, we're going to need to move the show, and then it might lose some of its feel, which would be the challenge to maintain. We wouldn't have a skate park right next to it, and the other part of it is just making it convenient for the retailers. And we've been butt up against ASR in terms of dates, simply to make it sort of a double destination. And ultimately we would have to do some sort of collaboration, I think, maybe either with ASR or one of the other shows, just to make it easy for the retailers, while still maintaining the same atmosphere that we have here.